Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jenny with the Giant in Hiding series from the book Giant in Hiding, which is a cry to the man to reposition himself as head. In part one, we saw that the main theme was the patriarchy of the time and how this impacted the family. We saw that the main guy was the man, and that the woman was not very much involved in taking decisions or influencing, but only living as society or the man prescribed. And that was chapter 1. In chapter 2, 3, and 4, we're going to look at how changes happened and reshaped society and reshaped the family. And some of those changes include education, women emancipation, rural-urban migration, many of those things that meant that the society was going to not really disintegrate, but I think I want to use the word reshaping. So it got reshaped, and that meant that the family and the community would have less and less control over the individual. But I don't want to get into the details of what exactly happened, because the book focuses on the impact on the family and relationships. Just recently, about 4 or 5 days ago, I was reading the Human Development Report of UNDP of 2022. And one of the things, of course, that was highlighted was the fact that we are getting lots of challenges stacking up against us day by day. And some of those that were highlighted included the recent pandemic, the Ukraine war, and you could add any others. The impact on the economy, all those things. And the one thing that I know you also know, which I keep learning and relearning, is that change will always happen. Change will always happen, like it happened in the context of Nero and Jeremiah, his wife, who are the main couple of the patriarchal setting in the book Giant in Hiding. They will happen in our time. And in the end, the human race is going to take the full impact. So look at things like the cost of living now, the losses that we incurred as a result of the pandemic, the impact of climate change, the fight between Russia and Ukraine, even the political trouble within countries, within tribes. So many of those ultimately impact the human. Now, why should we be concerned? Why should we be concerned? We should be concerned because of the obvious reason that if we don't do anything, we shall be wiped out. And this is not just about us today, it's about the future, it's about our children, it's about the family, it's about posterity. How should we respond? I think that the best response to all these things put together is for the human race to strengthen the bond between us as human beings, strengthen our team against the challenges. And if you ask me, there is no better place to start than the family. When challenges came and faced the young people of the time, in the book it is Obo, who is Nero's son, the challenge with the relationship. His wife was a teacher. His wife was an educated woman. If you contrast this woman with Nero's wife, who is Obo's father, you see that we don't have the same woman anymore. So what should we do? Keeping in mind that these changes have come and now constitute the new normal. We don't have any hope of ever going backwards. So what should we do? And like I've said already, my answer is strengthen the human bond, the human team against the challenges. And the best place to start is the family. And when we talk about family, we are talking about the husband, the wife, and the children, or everyone else under their care. Within the family, we have roles. There is a head, there is a deputy, and then the rest, the subjects. What is the role of the head? It's a leadership role. It's a headship role. He's the vision bearer, or at least should be the vision bearer. And the assistant should be assistant. If the vision bearer, supposed vision bearer, does not have a vision, the assistant is rendered jobless. So for me, my argument is in the book, and this is what I want to put across, that until we put right the governance at home, it is going to be difficult for the family to play the fundamental role that it was meant to play. And if the family as the major building block is not able to play that role, then we are at a loss at every level. Therefore, out of chapters 2, 3, and 4, which show couples struggling, my major takeaway would be that we should strengthen the governance. I think that we should come to a level where we understand that the family is like any other institution. It's like all those organizations where we work. If there is no leadership, there is not going to be productivity in an organization. Similarly, if there is no leadership at home, it's going to be difficult for this family, any family, to get to any level of success in terms of the quality of the relationship, in terms of the quality of the parenting, in terms of how far you can go in achieving goals. Maybe you don't even have goals in the first place. So my call is that let us sit from the very beginning and set some objectives to this life, the life that we're going to live jointly. What goals are we looking to achieve? What is going to be your role as the head? How do you want me to support you? What are my capabilities? What gifts can we exploit together? Where do we want to take the children? How do we want the children to be shaped? What is it we are working towards? If we don't have those things clearly set out, it is going to be difficult for your wife to be a good wife. Note that the changes that came, women emancipation, the fact that we have to work much harder than we used to work in the past, the technology, the globalization are not about to go. In fact, as we progress, bigger changes are going to come. So do not start thinking, oh, my grandmother was a better wife, oh, the setting of the olden days was better, oh, women should become, should start considering, behaving like their grandmothers or great-grandmothers. It is not going to happen. Within the context that we have now, what can be done? Let us sit. Let's not behave like we are enemies. We can sit and talk through these things. The main thing is the leadership. Be the head as the man. Allow me, give me the opportunity to be your deputy. And then we shall drive the family. Thank you. That was my analysis of part 2, chapters 2, 3, and 4. Looking forward to part 3 with you. Thank you.